In the small town of Blowing Rock, North Carolina, volunteer rescue workers have a program that tries to prepare children for possible emergencies, but no one knows how they'll do when put to the test by the real thing. On a cold night 2 weeks before Christmas in 1990, 12-year-old Crystal Darby was babysitting her 4 younger brothers and sisters, while her mother and father were working on a new home just down the road.
My brother and sisters were in their bed, and my little brother, 2-year-old, he was sitting beside me watching TV with me. And then I smelled smoke. And I tried to follow where it was coming from, and it seemed like it was coming from the kitchen. I saw something, but it was just a little bit of smoke, and I just thought it was a blown fuse. So I went back and sat down to watch TV some more. And then I smelled a little bit more smoke, and I thought I better go check this over. I looked, and it was coming out of the cracks of the wall, out of the corners of my dad's bedroom right beside the kitchen. I thought it was something with the cords, the electrical cords. Well, I just walked over to my dad's room, and I saw smoke coming out from under the door. I only looked in there for like 2 seconds and closed it back up, but the door was hot. I shouldn't have opened the door. And then it was dead, the TV. And so I thought maybe I should call my mom. It wouldn't work. I thought, oh my gosh, the TV's dead, the phone's dead.
James!
There was something bad wrong.
James, wake up! James!
I tried to wake up my brother first.
Oh.
He wouldn't wake up.
Got to. Guys, wake up.
My sisters woke up immediately.
Wake up, there's a fire. James!
I just said, I think there could be a fire, and you need to help me wake up James, okay? Come on, let's go.
Wake up. Come on, wake up. What's wrong? It's a fire. Get out.
By then, the house was filled with smoke.
Go, Alicia, go. Go on out, Alicia.
I was nervous, shaky.
Come on, we gotta get out.
I was just trying to be brave and not panic. I learned in school that if you're panicky, it's just going to take longer.
My sister, she said stay in the truck. I saw a lot of smoke, and it made me feel like crying.
I tried to keep a close eye on him. But my brother, James, he ran. I said, James, come on out. Dad isn't here.
James!
I heard a thump.
Come back, James!
I didn't go in after him. I wouldn't take the risk, but I didn't know if he would come out or not.
James! James! James, what's that? James!
When he came back out, I said, James, don't ever do anything like that to me again. It was scary.
I really loved that house. I felt scared it was going to catch on fire.
When I saw the house catch on fire, I told them to stay in the truck, not get out unless something very bad happens. And then I ran down the quickest way to my other house. I could still hear them yelling at me not to go.
Mom! Mom! Mom!
I said, Mom, the house is on fire. Go get my brothers and sisters. Do everything you can. But she said, call 911.
Blowing Rock 911. The first thought that I had was that the kids could be in the house.
Alicia, James! Darling!
I didn't see the kids.
The 4 children were no longer in the truck.
The whole house was ablaze, and when I could hear them screaming, I thought they may be inside burning and screaming.
Attention, Blowing Rock firemen.
The Blowing Rock Fire Department was immediately dispatched to the scene.
I just gathered them all up, and I've never been so glad to see their little faces as I was that night. I was just thinking what would have happened if she had come and got me first. Because when I got up there wouldn't have been any way to get them out.
There was fire throughout the whole house. I mean, it was ventilated out every window, through the roof. Nobody could have survived it.
Only 4 months earlier, firefighter Steve Sudreth had taught fire safety tips to Crystal's 5th grade class.
There's no question that if Crystal had not reacted properly, we would have had 4 fatalities. Those children would have died.
Every year in the small town of Blowing Rock, firefighters volunteer their time to teach fire safety to school children.
Good morning. Good morning. Well, it's that time of year again. It's Fire Prevention Week, and I wanted to see what kind of progress we've made so far. How many of you have...
Firefighters Steve Sudreth and Angela Grider had both helped to put out the fire at Crystal's house.
I love working with the kids, something I'm good at. If I thought if I could get through to one person, one child, that was worth it.
Why should we sleep with the doors closed in our bedrooms? Yes, ma'am.
It's because of the smoke.
The smoke, that's right. That smoke is what kills. They should know their exits, how to crawl out of the bed, stay low, and crawl on the floors because there's the poisonous gases.
Smoke is up high and the fresh air is down low.
You should feel the door. If it's hot, don't leave that way.
Does everyone have a meeting place?
And get out quickly, have a meeting place, and don't go back into the house. Let the firefighters do that because chances are you would be another victim that they would have to rescue.
The Chambers family recently got a chance to visit their local fire station.
Okay, pull that chain up there just a little bit. Crystal had remembered what she'd learned, and she was able to save their lives. Squeeze the button right there. Go ahead. You do it.
I think about how my little boy wouldn't sleep in pajamas for a couple of weeks afterwards because he wanted to sleep in his clothes because he was afraid the house would burn down. And I just remember how thankful I felt that my kids were okay.
See the great big old ladder up on top of it?
I know that teaching them to do the right things in situations like that before they happen is what saves their lives.
Right here we've got the lights on.
I should have gotten them to crawl out of the house, and I should have crawled myself too. That's what they taught us to do. But I'm just thankful that we made it out alive.
When I saw those children, it was just astonishing to know that those 4 lives had been saved because of something we had spent, volunteer time on, knowing that we might have been helpful in that. It was just unbelievable.
Yeah, you'll grow into it.
She got us out of the burning house. If she didn't, we would have been almost blown up. I really loved my sister.
Now you're ready to go.